Hi, I'm Christy. Welcome to Christy's Stampin' Spot. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and thank you for joining me today for my Thursday double feature, for card making and paper crafting inspiration and projects with using Stampin' Up products. So thank you so much for being here. Let's get started. Oh, so the new catalog is the mini catalog is now available, and we've had it for a little while. Go ahead and see if I can get this to turn down. Oops. I don't know why it doesn't want to let me. It's funny. Why is it doing that? I'm trying to get that to turn off. There we go. Oh my gosh. Those things are being funny. Okay, so we're in the middle of Sale-A-Bration, which is super exciting. And Sale-A-Bration, if you're new to Stampin' Up, and we now have it twice a year, but it's for 2 months, from January 4th to February 28th. And for every $50, they have level 1 and level 2. So for $50 orders, you can pick a set of exclusive items for free, and then at the 100 you can either choose 2 of the level 1s or a couple. We have a couple of exclusive level 2, which is this fabulous word set and that gorgeous stamp set and designer series paper matching. So if you haven't got a catalog and you want one, I will have the PDFs. The links are on my website. We actually have something new Stampin' Up has done. I think it's ISSUU, which is like a virtual catalog that's really fun to look through, as well as we have the downloadable PDF. But if you want to get your hands on the new catalogs and the hard copies, just send me an email. On my website, you can just go to email me and contact me, and I will send one out to you. So if you're in the United States, U.S. So today we're going to use, I'm actually not going to use any of the Sale-A-Bration products. I'm going to use my new favorite thing of all time. Like, my favorite thing in the new catalog is this gorgeous New Horizons Designer Series paper. It's 6x6. It is so beautiful. You can find it on page 43 of the mini catalog. Let me show you guys. So gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I love it so much. So we're going to actually play with this. I'm going to use it instead of the Valentine paper for that box. But let me show you the color. Okay, so this is the New Horizons 6x6. You're going to get 4 sheets of each design. The colors are Blackberry Bliss, Bumblebee, Calypso Coral, Evening Evergreen, Fresh Freesia, Garden Green, Misty Moonlight, Old Olive, Pale Papaya, Polished Pink, and Soft Succulent. Isn't that gorgeous? Love, love, love. So beautiful. I don't know why I was thinking it had Gorgeous Grape. I bet you I was looking at the other. So here are these beautiful colors. Okay, so one side is that, and then the other is this fabulous pink, that salt. This one's a little bit more the watercolor, you can't tell, but look at that. Oh my gosh. Isn't that a beautiful scene? Love! And then here is another one of those wash. And then this one, it almost looks like it could be like a scene, right? Like those are trees, and this is water, mountains in the background. Here is some, I think that's the Fresh Freesia, or Polished Pink, maybe Polished Pink. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? I just love all the detail color. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. Here is that Pale Papaya. And then on this side, again, it looks like water in a forest. So pretty. I love it so much. So beautiful. And then we've got, that's all the way down at the bottom. So funny. More green, which is very pretty. And then here's another one. I guess this is more sky and green and like mountains. So pretty. So it's a bit abstract, which I love, but look how gorgeous. This could totally be clouds or water. So pretty. And then again, this is actually the sheet. This is the piece that we're going to use. And I'm saying I got several pieces of this paper, packs of this paper, because I knew I was going to want to play with these designs because I love them so much. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, so pretty. And then here's this one. And I just love how the details of that, like it's like salt. So gorgeous, so gorgeous. And then here, so pretty. It's so moody. Maybe that's what I like. It's very, very, it's gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That definitely looks like it's almost be like a cosmos. Is that beautiful? Love it. Oh my gosh. I love it so much. So beautiful. And yeah, boom. Okay, so I didn't grab my Blackberry Bliss. I'm definitely going to need to do that a little bit later. Okay, so that is, and like I said, there's 4 of each in each pack. I just pulled these apart because I've already gotten through several packs. And so my designer series paper thing looks like I've got several packs where I've like just used specific pieces. Like I said, we're going to use that one piece today. And we're going to make, we're going to actually also use the fabulous, these little sweet boxes. So they look very much like the Sweet Tart boxes that you can get, like little hearts that are very Valentine-y. But we are going to use it and make a cute little gift card box or a box that you can put tags in. I'm going to show you how you make a little pull tab. Super cute matching box. And then we're going to fill our box with either a card and a, I set this down. And this is a gift card sleeve. I'll show you guys how the measurements make a gift card sleeve with that designer series paper. Or some tags to give away. Isn't that beautiful? These are so cute. I love these tags. So these will fit inside your little box. So you could give that little box away if you were going to for a gift card. Or you could always give a box. You can use the tags with the super cute card. I don't know if the tags will fit in our gift card sleeve. Got 4 tags. Oh, they would. Or you could put the tags in the little sleeve with the card and give that also as a gift. So I'm going to show you guys, and I will have all the measurements later up on my blog for these. So let's get started. I will definitely need to grab and put my catalog out of the way. Let me grab my Blackberry Bliss. I don't know why I left my Blackberry Bliss ink. I grabbed the Gorgeous Grape instead of my Blackberry Bliss. No, I don't know what I was thinking. I need that. The Blackberry Bliss instead of the Gorgeous Grape. I'll hook to my mic before I knock it off. Awesome. Okay. So I love this paper. It is so super gorgeous. Let's start with the easiest thing first, and that is I'm going to make the tags. Show you guys how to make the tags because I have that up on top. So what I did for the tags is I just took, this is that gorgeous piece of paper, and I just cut the tags. So I cut this piece of paper, I just cut it into 2.5 strips, or 1.5, 1 1/4, I think is what I did. Yeah, 1 1/4 the strips. And then I cut it at 2.5. But I kind of decided where I wanted how much of the bottom and how much of the top I wanted. And then, and got that measurement to 2.5. And then I just saved all these pieces because we use those a little bit later. And that is how, and you can get 4 of these sheets, 4 of these little strips easily on one sheet. So you can get it to all match. One piece, so if you're going to use, like I said, you only get 4. You only have 1 pack for each. So to make these cute, super cute tags, what I did was I used Misty Moonlight, and then I just die cut them out with the tailor-made tags. Now these are in our main catalog, and I used this one here, which is like the second largest of the square top ones. If I can get it out. And I didn't make the little things, but you can make those little things if you want to reinforce your tags. If you want, that's what these are for, is to reinforce. So you would use this die here with the square tops, and the round die with the rounded tops. But these are actually currently unavailable, but they should be back in stock next week by the 24th. So that's what it looks like. They're going to be back next week. So if you haven't gotten these, when they do finally come in, I would totally grab them. They are so fabulous. I love this die set. It's so fantastic. So I just die cut 4 of those out. And like I said, I did the one. So this is how I get my trimmer. So I wanted to do, let's see, I'm going to use this one here. This is the extra piece. Let me make sure, because it needs to be 1 1/4. Yep, 1 1/4. So, like I said, I just decide how much I want to be on the bottom and top, depending on how dark, light we want it. I think I want about like that much. So then I'm just going to cut that, and I'll save this for later because I love all those pieces. And then I need it to be at 2.5. Like I said, I'll have all these measurements, or it'll be up on my blog later. 2.5, yay, okay, there we go. So you definitely, this paper is so gorgeous, but you know, you can, it's buy more packs. It's not, it's still available, so you don't have to worry about it. Isn't that beautiful? Now, you can, of course, stamp images on here, but I'm just going to stamp the sentiment. So there's a happy birthday, a for you, and a for you. I'll do another happy birthday, and I'm going to use that for Misty Moonlight. And this stamp, the for you, is from my Elegant Said, which has also a thank you that would fit on here as well. I really like this the Elegantly Said. These are really great. Those are a really great font for tags. But the happy birthday is actually from a new set. So the Elegantly Said is actually a suite from a suite in the annual catalog. But the happy birthday is from the Paradise Palms, which I love because it coordinates so well with this New Horizons designer series paper. And I'm going to use the happy birthday. This is a super cute. I love this stamp set. And I'm actually going to use this stamp set when we create this card to make it match. So I'm going to use one of the pieces of scrap that we've cut off to make the other projects to make the card front so it matches. And so, like I said, you only get 4 pieces in a pack. So there are some, as I showed, there are some that are similar, but they're not exactly the same. So if you want it to be super matchy-matchy, I'm going to show you a trick how to kind of make it look the same, even though it's not the same. I love this stamp. It's so beautiful. Okay, so that's where the happy birthday is from. Go ahead and put my back in there. So I'm just going to use my Misty Moonlight, and I'm just going to stamp it right onto my my tag, my designer series paper. Now you can, I didn't bling these up, you totally can. It just depends on, if you bling it, it wouldn't slide into this little folder, but if you just put all 4 of them in the box, there's plenty of room. So you can put like blings or make it, pop up, because we did use the dimensionals, but I didn't do it on the tags because I wanted it to be as flat as I can. So that's really your preference and how you want to do them. I love, love, love. Go ahead. And then again, I like to stamp. Now I didn't, on the back of these, add more cardstock because I want it to be smooth on that side. So I just stamped my sentiment. Did stamp the happy birthday again on the back, and then I did add my little Stampin' Up logo on the bottom. Then it kind of feels finished. I love that. And then for the tag topper, to do because it already comes with a hole, which is awesome. I used the white wrinkle seam binding. What is it called? Crinkled seam binding ribbon. And this is a really great ribbon to have in your stash. It's kind of a light. It's almost too light, but it really colors well with the blends. You can change it to any color that you want. It's just a really great ribbon to have. And then I actually, so if you, I did my tag in 2 different ways to show you my topper ribbon. So on this one, I just took the, it's the Flower from Every Season's Rainbow Ribbon Combo Pack, and I used the Misty Moonlight and Silver Baker's Twine. So on this one, if you can see, let me make it go, pull it in. Maybe you can see it better. So I used just a little piece of that with the silver. So it has the Misty Moonlight, but it also has the white and the silver to tie it. And then on this one, I tied it, but I took out the white and just left the Misty Moonlight Baker's Twine. So of course you could color your white Baker's Twine Misty Moonlight with your Misty Moonlight Stampin' Blend, but man, just pulling it out makes it is so easy. So if you don't want that extra silver, that is just a fabulous add to your topper. So I'm going to show you how I did that for this one. So I'm just going to use my white. You don't need a lot of white. So I just kind of guesstimate what I want. This is about, what is it? It's about 7 inches of white. And then I'm going to push it, loop it through from the front. And loop it through. Just like that. Nice. And then I pull it tight. Don't pull it so hard that you rip it, but definitely pull it tight. And then once you've pulled it tight, then you can use this. So you need you don't need as much as of this as that you needed of the white ribbon. But as you can see, I've got that. So I've cut both ends. And then you just grab the blue strand, Misty Moonlight strand. Then you can just lightly tug, and it'll just come right off. It slides right off. And then you have this white and the silver that you can save for another project if you want. So that's really cool. And then you just, so for this one, and the reason why I use 2 is so that this doesn't come undone. I just do a little knot, double knot right here around it. So it's not, it doesn't go through the middle here. It just goes around my, see, it just goes around, just like that. Pulls tight, and then go again, just like this. There you go. And then you can leave them to hang out. See, I got it a little bit uneven, so I can just snip it off. Or you can cut it small, like I did on this one, so that it's just like the little bitty edges, and the white is really long. So just pretty much how you like it. If you like your tag, the tails to be long, but that's it. That's super cute and super awesome. Like I said, you can get 4 from 1 sheet of this paper with these measurements for on this size tag, and you can just put the tags in. If I was going to put the tags by myself, I would put the ribbons down, so it makes it easier to close your box. And you can still do the same thing if you put it in the little holder that I'm going to show you how to make later too. You can just pull them in this, put them in this way, so that the ribbons aren't coming out. You're not fighting with them up at the top. But oh my gosh, they're so cute. I love these tags. So adorable. Okay, so that's how you make the tags. Okay, so next let's make the let's make the box. So for the box, you can get one of these. These are in the catalog, like I showed you. sweet little boxes. They come in packs of 10. And they have the adhesive, which makes it really awesome. Now, you can also die cut in these if you want to make little windows. And then there's like a matte and a glossy. These are food safe. So it has that glossy. I like to have the matte on the outside. So I pull my tabs. Oh, I probably should pull it out. Bring it back out a little tiny bit. This figure. There we go. I like to have the matte, so I've folded my tabs so that the non-smooth, it's a little bit rougher, is on the outside, because I'm not going to put food in, although you could still put candy in it. And then I'm going to, so the sticky, of course, goes on the inside. It goes like that. So I find it very much easier to put my pieces on before I build my box. So I did cut up all of the things that we need for this. And that's for this one. I have little pieces. Okay. So I again picked the kind of the how I wanted these to go. As you can see that's where I cut it in half. And so you need a Misty Moonlight. I have Misty Moonlight that I've got. It's going to be my back pieces. And the Misty Moonlight is the 3 3/8 by 2 3/8. And then the New Horizon is 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. As you can see. And then depending on which side you want your front, whether you want it to be where the box opens, or if you want it to be when the box is closed. Then you can decide if you want to stamp something on here, or because you can always add something to the back too, like stamp a sentiment and add it with the Stamp It Dimensional. But deciding which side you want to put your paper, if you have a preference for which side you want it to be on the front, or you want it to be on the back. Pretty. So I really like it to be in the front. So I'm going to make this my back, and this is my front. And you also need, these are for the card. You need 2 pieces for the side to cover the sides, and for the top and the bottom. And so these are all 1/4, they're all 1/2 inch, not 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch by, why did I put the 1/2 inch by 3 3/8. And the short ones is 1/2 inch by 2 3/8. So let's go ahead and glue all these back on. And then I'll show you how to make the little tab on the top. It's super easy. Measurements are just the hardest part. it's making sure you get the measurements, because you want to make sure you check, because you only have, like I said, the only problem with this New Horizon paper is that you only get 4 sheets of each design, and I love all of the designs. So you don't have to make all of them match too. This design or series paper is so beautiful that they all coordinate. So you don't have to have the exact same sheet of paper. I don't know why I was like, I want it to be all the same. I was just in that mood, because it has been a crazy week for me. Actually, a couple weeks, but oh my gosh. So if anybody hasn't read my newsletter yet, and tried to go on and see me yesterday on my website, you can see it said that I was suspended. So my service provider had decided that I needed to upgrade my account, even though I was not due for, it wasn't like my time was up or whatever. But I apparently used, okay, so make sure when you're doing this that you put it on the right direction. While I'm chatting, make sure you put it on the right direction. You don't want to glue this upside down. Okay. But, so I woke up and it was suspended. And I called them. I'm like, oh my gosh, what have I possibly done that was wrong? I didn't. And they tried to say that I had something that needed to be fixed. And, fortunately for me, my husband was home, or unfortunately, how you might think, because he understands how all that code stuff works. And so he's like, oh, we can totally fix it and become under compliance. Because I thought that some of my files in 2020, I posted too much stuff. So they were like, you can fix this and then we'll unsuspend you. And so he did it, and we had to like go into this other program. And because at first they were like, just delete all your content. I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not what we want to do. And then, so he fixed it, and then we got logged on, and it was just, I think maybe there was a bunch of people that were having problems because it took forever. We were on hold for like an hour and a half one time, and then they lost us, and they couldn't call back. So then we had to call back through all the things. Oh, it was just a nightmare. Anyway, they didn't really want us to fix it. They just wanted us to upgrade. Long story short. And at the end, after he fixed all the things they said, they're like, yeah, no, they just really should. You just really need to upgrade. And yeah, hubby was not that happy with how that all went down. But I paid it, and that was before noon yesterday. Well, when they upgraded, they migrate your account to a different IP address, and they did not click the right thing. So it said that my site was up on their side, but they didn't fix any of the things. So when people came to it, it still said suspended. And so yesterday morning, so it was like a full 24 hours of an ordeal. I had to call back again, and then they were like, why isn't this fixed? I'm like, I don't know. You guys said you'd fix it. And then finally they did fix it. Like yeah, it was one of those. You have to laugh at it or you would just cry because it was just so bad. So I'm not in trouble. I was not sent to the principal's office, even though that's what it felt like, or anything. I just thought I needed to upgrade to a different, for my usage. So it would be easier for people to access and be better for downloading, and which would be awesome, but they had to make it so that people could access it again. Anyway, it was very stressful. So I was definitely having a great time playing with this fabulous paper. Okay, so this is the Label Me Fancy punch, and this is what the punch it looks like. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my, you just need a hole punch. This is my crocodile, and I'm going to add I put a hole in the top. There is a hole here, but it's really tiny, and my dexterity is not. They have those little things that you can thread through and put it through. It works really awesome. I had one, and I've lost it somewhere. But I like this. This is like the size I love. So what you need to do for this is you know that you want it to be however high you want your pool to be. And what I do is I'm just going to glue it on like this. And then this, once I know which way I want it, how I want it to go, make sure you've got it flat. I'm just going to fold it down and then fold it again. So can you see that? Like it's folded and folded, right? And then this is straight up. And that's how I make my tab. Just like that. So then I can glue it on. So then I add glue, but don't add glue to the top piece off the top of your score. Just add it to the bottom on the inside and right here and to this panel, because you want it to be so it's and make sure you put it back in the middle. Make sure I'm on camera there. Oops. There we go. And like this, because when I was playing with this, I couldn't get it open. I know you can do a punch, but it was still driving me absolutely nuts. So I was like, I need a pull tab. But to do the pull tab, you need to add the glue. So make sure and give it a second, because it is the shiny on this side. So you want to make sure you get it in there good. Awesome sauce. Okay, so then once you've got that like that, then you can take off these fabulous. And like I said, if you wanted to stamp on these, you would do that before you glued it in. I just like it plain because I think it's pretty. Because then somebody that you give the box to could give it to, or keep it, or put it whatever they want into it. You can also add some candy if you wanted to. Just push those in. Okay, so what I usually do is don't take them both off. I do it every time, and I keep saying, don't take them both off, and I still do it every time. You want to make sure that you get it lined up, because this is super sticky. There we go. That way you've got the box lined up. And then you can use your bone folder to make sure you get it, the adhesive on. Make sure the adhesive's on there good. And then do the same thing with the other side. Put that little tab in. Make sure you make your box square. And hold your tongue just right. I love these because I don't make that many boxes because there's always so much scoring, and I always get one of the measurements wrong. I know, it's terrible. Okay, so then, see, look at that. Just like that. And now you have a tab that you can pull out your, you just have to be careful. I've had to glue this down. I always glue it down like more than once. You could probably use tear and tape, work too. Get that nice stuck down. So pretty. Love this stuff so much. Although I didn't get it completely centered, but that's all right. Oh, it's so cute. And of course you just work it a little bit. Don't squish it all the way in. There we go. Got it to stay before. There we go. And make sure you let that dry. All right, there we go. Isn't that pretty? Now, how do I add you add the tab just the same way as we did with the, this one I added a bunch, and then I tied it again with the white, and then I added a bow with the glue dot. So you can do that too, or you can just add a little bit. I kind of went a bit overboard. Like I said, I was having a bad day, and I like lots and lots. I don't know, I was just in the mood for lots and lots of ribbon. So go through for the front. Here, I was going to make this. I always put, so I guess I do make the front is that side. So do that tight. And I'll do with this one, instead of doing like a bunch of this, I will use this one again. And I have no nails, and I can still do it. So that's how easy it is. Just like that. So easy. So nice. Let's see, how's it going? Got this going on. Yay! My daughter said hi, which means my sound is working, which is always lovely. And if you do comment, I'd love to hear from you. If I can't find you, Facebook sometimes is really squirrely about finding where the comments are sometimes. I have a terrible time. But I will definitely respond after there. Do you have any questions? I always check back and make sure I've answered them or said hi. Yeah, so besides that whole debacle with the website gremlins, yes, I was at yesterday, the day before yesterday. I also, maybe it was just yesterday. Oh, so hard to. No, yesterday was Wednesday, so it was Tuesday. So yesterday it was back up. It was Tuesday that was down. Today, this afternoon, we found out that one of our friends has been tested positive to COVID, so tomorrow we have to all go get tested again. We had a scare not too long ago over New Year's, and luckily we were all negative, but I don't know how lucky we're gonna still be. Nobody's really having symptoms, so hopefully we aren't COVID positive, but sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to tell. So anyway, there we go. How cute is that? So cute, and the pull works. So nice. Like I said, you can always add whatever kind of sentiment you like on there, but that is a different way of using those sweet little boxes, and not for Valentine's Day. Although I guess you can make this a Valentine's Day if you want. For your Valentine, this is such a really pretty paper. Okay, so then let's make the card. So I showed you how the tab or the tags work. Now let's make a card. So let's do the card first. And you will need a piece of that designer series. I took the edge. So you can see this is the part that doesn't have any color on here. It just is, we want it to kind of look like this, right? So it kind of is that's the same color as the bottom, because you can tell that this is probably a piece that came from right here, right? It looks like that's a piece that came from right there. So, so I cut it back down. So this is just a scrap that I used, and it is I think this is 3 1/4 by 2. So let me just check to make sure. Yep, 3 1/4 by 2. And so you just need to decide which side you want to be your up and down, because you can't really tell now which way is up and down. And then I'm going to use this fabulous Paradise Palms to kind of make it look like that. So I'm actually going to use this one mountain piece. It's like a mountain. And I'm going to use it on here. So let's put that out of the way. And I'm going to use the Blackberry Bliss. So on this one I used grape, because I was looking at I was thinking it was Blackberry Bliss. And I was like, oh, it's not Blackberry Bliss, it's grape. I don't even know where I found the grape from. But I'm going to use the Blackberry Bliss. So you just stamp it where you think you want your water line to be, and then go up. And just go over it a couple of times. Look at that! It looks very similar. How awesome is that? Right? So if you wanted to make it the straight line on there, you could just use some, you can use, where's the Post-it? I have a Post-it stamp. You can let's get it right to the bottom. And then you have to do it a couple times though to get it super dark. Or you could use the black. But there you go, look at that. Now I've made it so that it's got the line at the bottom too. So you can just use a Post-it note to kind of make that flat on the line. Okay, muy bien. So now we've got our mountains. Now I'm going to use what colors was, I used Flirty Flamingo because I thought that was what the color was, but I think I was looking at the wrong little sleeve. Garden Green. So it's definitely, it's Polished Pink. Okay, so it is Bumblebee, but I need Polished Pink and not Flirty Flamingo. So let me grab my Polished Pink really quick. And that is one of my favorite new in colors. I love the Polished Pink. I'm just going to put those away, but I love this Polished Pink. I have it in my special little fabulous thing. Okay, so I'm going to use my blending brushes. And I'm just going to pounce, because I just want to add a little bit of the pink right here. So I'm just going to get a little bit on my brush. And remember, when you use your blending brushes, start off the edge and then add the color in. Look at that! Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. And then just add a little bit Not a lot, just a little bit. And look, you've added the color, so it kind of looks like that. So you can just add the color in. Awesome. Just that little bit of pink. And then we want to add that little bit of yellow. We've got a little bit of yellow there, so I'm going to use the bumblebee. Like I said, definitely make sure you have the right pack of paper in front of you when you're reading the thing. And there's all the fabulous colors so that you know what you're using. So you can pick the colors out. So this one's the bumblebee. And you just want a little bit, like not a lot of the yellow. Just a little. Let me get it over here in the white spots. Because the white, yellow and blue will make, yellow and blue will make green. So you want to add a little bit of the yellow so that you don't actually get green. But look at that! We've just made a piece that looks very similar on that. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it! Love it, love it. Okay, so you need a piece of the Misty Moonlight. And it is the Misty Moonlight. The card is, I think it's Misty Moonlight 3.5 by 4.5. So I think it's 4.5 by 3.5, scored at 2 1/4, right? And that's your card base. And then we're just gonna glue this to the front, just like that. And then we're gonna put our sentiment right here. I'm gonna go ahead and glue that on. Oops, don't do it upside down. So definitely keep all those scraps, because we also are going to use, I put a big fingerprint of glue right there on that. Clean that off. Then I used, I took and snipped little pieces to make, to put on the back and in the inside of it. And that's actually, I think these are 1/4, or these an 1/8. That's a half, so it's a 1/4. 1/4, and I always want to say it's an 1/8 too, and it's not. It's a 1/4. Yep. And then just add it to the back, like I do with my normal cards. Again, I just use the scrap. Because these are so small, you can't tell that they're, this one got too long. Definitely check to make sure they're the right size. Well, it should be the right size. I wonder if I made this one too long. It's too, I don't know. I'm going to snip it just a little bit. Since I have the glue and I can reposition it. I don't like that it's so close. So I will check on the inside before I put it down to make sure. Same size. Oh, it totally is. I'm going to snip a little bit off. I'll snip a little bit off the dark end. So that means, what size did I make these? 2. That's 2 1/8. And so make the strip 2 1/8, and you're going to need a piece of basic white again for your inside, so you can write your message. And then I'm going to stamp the happy birthday again in the Misty Moonlight. Love that Misty Moonlight. And then we're going to make the sentiment the same to match. And I have my sticker on sideways. It's a little drunken happy birthday. I'm going to have to fix that. I'm not sure how I'm going to fix it. I'm going to have to get used to it. Okay, and I put this on. And then glue it to the inside. That. And then where is my little white piece? I saw it. Hope I didn't get it. Hope I didn't just knock it to the ground. Look. That's this. Here it is right here. And then the tiny white piece is going to be for my sentiment. And again, I'm going to stamp my my drunken happy birthday. Let's see. I keep thinking, let's see. Oh, it works good. I just keep going I keep listing it. See? Ugh. I don't know what I'm doing. I gotta look under here. Doo-doo. There we go. Better. Better, better, better. Okay. And then I do need a Stampin' Dimensional. Oh, I need to get out a new pack. I'm at the ends. Oh, here's one. I'll just get one here. Doo-doo-doo. No one can see that. Just add it to your front. Just like that. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. So you can see this one I did with the grape. And I had a little bit too much. I thought it was too much. It was too much of the yellow. Kind of like how it's just lighter. So pretty. Very awesome. Very awesome. And I see I cut it. Maybe I should do, I'm going to have to just start snipping it. It's actually going to drive me nuts. It's too listy. So let me get another piece of Whisper White. I had a piece. Doo-doo-doo. So this scrap piece, I'm just going to use my paper snips. So you know that it's about, the sentiment is 3/4 by 1 and 1/8, I think. Yeah. I'm just going to use my paper snips. That way, see, I've got it drunken. I'm going to have to figure out how to use that. I did it earlier. Perfect. Now it's all listing to one side. Okay, so let's see. Actually, let's see if I can do it again. And reposition it maybe. Maybe I just need to reposition it on my block. Yeah, that was it. I just needed to reposition it on my block. It was going to drive me nuts. It was too listing. Doo-doo. Although I guess it would have matched because I did do it on my other piece. There we go. So I just use my paper snips. Then you can make it as small as you want. But I found that it is still, once I cut it down, it was the 3 1/4. Oops. Yeah, see, still 3 1/4. So that was the right thing to do. There we go. Now I will put that on my Stampin' Dimensional. Just like that. So very awesome. Love, love, love. So now we have our card. Oh, I want to do the back. I've repositioned it, so hopefully it'll work now. And then I need Stampin' Up logo. So now it doesn't look naked in the back. Fabulous. Fabulous. So super cute. Love, love, love. And now the trickiest part, I thought, was making the little wrap. So I actually have my paper. I'm going to show you guys how I made the wrap. But I'm going to cut it so you can see it, because that is the most tricky part I found, is making the wrap. So I need my cutter. So first you need to make your base for your gift card holder or your tag holder, whatever you decide you want to use that little sleeve for. And just move some of this stuff out of the way so it's not in the way. So my extra card, I think that came in the mail with some kind of junk mail and I just kept it. I had a gift card up here to use instead. I don't know what I did with it though. Anyway, okay. So here's our big piece of 6x6. We're going to leave it 6x6. But I only need the this piece to be the same width as, so first you need to make your Misty Moonlight card holders. You can see that's, you want to make sure you get like, because we're wrapping it, I can make it thinner, which makes it nice because then it'll fit in the box because of the way this box is. Usually the ones are much bigger, so you want to make sure that this is a wrapping one so that it's not, there's no glue on the inside, to try to impede your stuff so it's smooth, which makes it nice, which is why I like the wrap ones. So you're going to need your piece of Moonlight, and you cut it at, card base is 6 1/4 by 2 1/4. I'm looking at my notes here. 2 1/4. And then you score it. You score it at 3 1/2, right? So that you can fold it like that. So that you have this little bit of a lip, because when your card fits in here, you want to have just a little bit of a lip so that it will fit. But you want it so that you can fit inside your box, because it's still a pretty close fit to get it in there. But that works, especially with the wrapped. If you had to put dimensionals in here and to glue the sides down, it wouldn't work. You need to do the wrapping way, which is where we're going to just wrap it around and glue it. That gives it a little bit more give, and you're able to slide that in there and keep it small. So, but you want to measure, it's this piece that we need this to be that wide, right? And this one is, what is it, 2 1/2 inches. So it's, well, this is 2 3/4. So you want to make it 1/4 smaller so you have a little bit of a border. So you want to cut this at 2 1/2 inches. So what I found I wanted to do was look at my card, or how much ground I wanted, or water, the bottom versus the top. So I started with how much I wanted on the bottom. And then I turned it around and I got the 2 1/2 mark. See, then you take off quite a bit of the sky. It's pretty. Just like that. So now I struggled with trying to get measurements, but I'm telling you the best way to do this one is just to wrap it and not do the measurements. And then after you've gotten it the where you want it to be, then you can use your bold folder to, make it. So I think I want, so figure out on the front which way you want it to go, like how much of each piece. So it's kind of in the middle. You know, you can slide it a little bit each way depending on what you like. If you want more of the darker or more of the lighter, you can totally do that. Okay, make sure you've got that in the middle, and it's not in the middle of this piece. It's the middle of this piece right here. You want to wrap it around both pieces together. So I'm just going to wrap it, and so then you get one side that's rough. Now you just want to make sure that you don't let it get all wobbly, right, so that it stays straight. And you don't want to pull it too tight, right? Don't pull it so tight. You want to have a little bit of give, because you want to be able to put the things in it. And this is what's holding your, if you're putting something that was like that was tiny, that was going to fall at the end, and you'd want it to be super tight. But because we're just putting cards or tags in it, you don't need it to be. So you can, I'm just using my finger, but then you can use your bone folder to give it a more crisp, just like that. Give it a crisp edge, and see what I'm saying? You can pick which side you want it to be. You want it to go that way, or if you want it to go that way, depending. That's why I'm saying you want it to be even, so it doesn't, so that your lines match. I think I like the other way better. Yep, like that. And then you can add the glue. Now, I actually added the glue to all of the sides to give it the most stability. So I'm going to add some glue to the front panel. And I do like the glue because it does give you a little bit of wiggle room. Remember, we're going to want to use, and we know that I wanted this piece to be on the back. So I'll put it on this side because this is the piece that's going to go flush. Right? So then, just be careful with your glue. You want to make sure you get this on here. And remember, we want to leave a little bit of edge on each side. Can you guys see that? Maybe make it go bigger. Closer. Can you see that? How it's those two pieces that I'm going to get. Do the, just like that. Oops. And here I am doing it, and I didn't get it quick enough. Oh no, hootenanny. There we go. I wasn't paying attention when I did it. I moved my score line. There we go. It's just on the other side. Come on, now it's like drying. So it's uber sticky. Hold my tongue just right. And there we go. Ah! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then fold it over and close it. So it's stuck down. Now my fingers are all sticky. I have that moment of panic. And then, like I said, this was the hardest part. Now you want to put the glue here. Don't put it like right on the crease, because you don't want the glue to splooge out accidentally on the other side, because you don't want it, you have glue on the inside of your sleeve, because you don't want your things to get stuck, your tags or your gift card. You don't want it to get stuck. And there we go. Oh, oh, oh. So there you go. Now you didn't have to get glue everywhere. Get one of these lovely glue erasers. So you can see there's a little bit of it's not 100% tight, because you want to give it a little bit of give. It helps keep your pocket. So instead of having to score it specifically for that, that helps give it a little bit of give, so that you can, if you have really something thick, or you have more than those really thin, really thin tags down here. You put in here that, oh, so cute. And just like that. And now you have a little wrapped. So it all matches. So fabulous. So now you can either put, your card and your gift card in one box. Or you can do the, oh, these little tabs are going to drive me nuts. Go. Do. You just have to make sure you're not hitting those tabs on the bottom. When you put your thing in, you can either have them go all the way to the bottom or go towards the side. I always just push mine to the side to make sure, and then I can get my cards in them fine. That gift card, like I said, the gift card holder or the sleeve fits pretty tight, so you don't want it to be too tight, and then it just pops right in. And you have a nice little, hands are super gluey, I'm trying not to do it with the glue, a cute little box with the tabs in the other one. Or you can do both. Put the tags. Like I said, I would put the tags because the tops are all over the place. I would put those down, facing down. But definitely, if you're going to make them, don't put a bunch of stuff that's going to stick up, because you can see how tight it was. Just finagling it with the little tabs on the bottom. You don't want it to be too much. To get stuck on, so you don't have a lot. There we go. Muy bien. Like I said, you can actually write to or from on the front if you want, or even stamp on them, happy birthday, or you can just get these cute little boxes. I know they're so adorable. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's little sweet boxes and New Horizon cards and tags. They're so cute. I tried to, like I said, I tried to use one piece of that designer series paper. Actually, I used all 4 pieces of that designer series paper. But and then how I showed you how to use your that stamp set that I used was the Paradise Palms to make the designer series paper look more like what I've used. And the other set I used was the For You, which is right here. Was from this one right here, the Elegant set. Oh, I love that stuff. So those boxes are fun, not just for Valentine's. You can use it for other things. And a shout out to my customer Gail. Yay, Gail! She was like, "Why don't we make?" I saw her on Wednesday night. She's like, "We should make it a gift box for a gift card." I was like, "Oh, I totally can try and do that." So she gave me that idea to try that out, and it worked out nice. So thanks, Gail. She was, we were Zooming crafting. It's also fun. So, like I said, when we first began, it is Sale-A-Bration, which means when you order $50 or $100 things in my online store, you can earn exclusive products. The Sale-A-Bration, we have those awesome otters. I think you've seen that. Fabulous stuff. So make sure that you only have till the 28th to get those things. So, and it is while supplies last. So things might sell out. And also, our new, actually, here we go. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Our new paper pumpkin, which is for February, which is Safari Celebration. And it's got like a super cool animal theme. I think it might coordinate with our jungle set that we have, but also the new tropical, artfully, what is it called? It's like artfully something. I forget what it's called. It has those really gorgeous big images. I love that designer series paper. I actually have some up there. I actually have a card. I need to get on and show you guys. What is that called? Artfully something. Now it's going to drive me nuts. It's called designer series paper. Artfully Composed. Artfully Composed. The matches. And if you want to join Paper Pumpkin, it's a great time to get the prepaid code. So actually, the only time that I really try to say get those prepaid codes is during Sale-A-Bration, because the $22 that you pay includes shipping when you go through their when you go for the monthly subscription, and that's the best because the shipping really kills you, and that's a great. But during Sale-A-Bration, it's really worth it to get either the 3, 6, or 12-month when you purchase the prepaid codes at my online store, because then you get all the corresponding Sale-A-Bration stuff. So, I can't even remember when, but my husband's been buying me my 12-month subscription in February, which is my birthday, like for years and years and years now. That's usually when I get it, so that I can get all that Sale-A-Bration stuff. Even way before I was a demonstrator, I was getting that so that I could get as many of the Sale-A-Bration stuff as that I could. But you don't have to get a year. With the 3-month, you can get one of the free products. So you just go into my online store. The links will be in the description of this video, and then you can try that fabulous the monkey and I think it's like a monkey, an elephant, and a gazelle. It's going to be super cute. The February Paper Pumpkin. You can try out Paper Pumpkin and still earn Sale-A-Bration gifts. It's a win-win all the way around. Love, love, love. So just remember though, when you order the prepaid kit, that you don't automatically just get the Paper Pumpkin. They will email you the code, and then you will put the code in. You have to go to Paper Pumpkin and either log into your account or create an account, and just put in that prepaid code, and then they'll send it to you. But you have to put that code in and have them start it. So not just buying it in the online store does it automatically. But then when you our Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you also can get those pass kits, which are pretty awesome. They have a bunch of pass kits that are in there. You can find those in the online store under Paper Pumpkin pass kits and more, as well as we're going to have boxes available on the 25th for the add-on for this January kit, the Valentine's. They're like gold. Oh, it's so pretty. I cannot wait to get those. And those go until I think the 25th. So that's also something. You need to make sure you get the Paper Pumpkin. I love it. It's so fabulous. And then for those that have want a ton of things in the store, or if you've been thinking about wanting to get the discount and join Stampin' Up. Stampin' Up for Sale-A-Bration has yet another a fabulous joining special. I mean, they just keep knocking it out of the park. This time it's get 2 free stamp sets. So for a starter kit and joining Stampin' Up, it's $99 for $125 worth of product that you choose. So if you already have $100 in your cart that you want, joining is awesome because then you can get an extra $25 of stuff that you can pick out that same price, as well as pick out 2 additional free stamp sets. And they just have to be current. It can't be a Sale-A-Bration or a Host one, but any of the other ones, even if they're super expensive, I don't know what the most expensive stamp set is in the catalog, but that coordinates. Any qualifies. Any 2 that are in either the annual or the mini catalog count towards your free stamp set. So that's exciting. So if that's something you're interested in, I'd love to have you on my team. There's so many great benefits. You can find that under my Stampin' Lovelies tab on my website, the different benefits of joining Stampin' Up and getting that discount, or getting to pre-order. That's like one of my favorite parts. Besides the discount is being able to see and pre-order everything. And with that, the All Together suite. So next month, we're going to, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but we're going to get a new mini suite of products called the All Together suite. So it's in pre-order now for demonstrators. So if you join, you could add these products to your starter kit. And the exciting part is we're getting new blends. Oh my gosh. Love, love, love. It's a set of 10 blends. So 5 different pairs. And they're skin tones. So that's super exciting. And they have added it with these gorgeous black and white 6x6 paper and a stamp set and a die set that You Are Here, You Matter. It's a little heart. Oh, I know, it's with the hands of the heart. It's super cute. Such a fabulous set. So that's going to be available for customers start in February. My pre-order, I ordered it. It should be here soon. I think Tuesday of next week is when it should have been here. It just finally shipped today. I've been on edge trying to, when is my stuff coming? So very excited. Gorgeous stuff. And it goes really well with, it matches that new, and that actually has some really great images that coordinate. Really excited because we have that until the end of May, or May 3rd, maybe not the end of May, to the new catalog. So thank you guys so much for coming. If you need anything, make sure you use my host code. I always send a thank you card when you make a purchase, but if you spend over $50 for me, I always have a qualifying order special. I think this month it's the blue adhesive gems. Love them. With that super cute otter card is my thank you card for this month. So if you need anything, use that January host code. I appreciate that. And thank you so much for joining me for Thursday Double. And I hope you enjoyed my little fun card and sleeve and tags with this beautiful New Horizons paper and the cute little sweet little boxes. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I'm looking forward to being after this week because I know it's going to be a better week next week. I can't wait to see you later. Hopefully I'll see you before next Thursday, but if not, I'll see you next Thursday. Happy stamping. Bye.